everyone, I'm going to talk about abandoned in the Bible. So come join along in the journey. I'm going to read Genesis 6:11 through 13. Again, that is Genesis 6:11 through 13. The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. So God looked upon the earth, and indeed it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupt their way on the earth. And God said to Noah, the end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Genesis 37:23 through 28. Again, that is Genesis 37:23 through 28. So it came to pass, when Joseph had come to his brothers, that they stripped Joseph of his tunic, the tunic of many colors that was on him. Then they took him and cast him into a pit, and the pit was empty. There was no water in it. And they sat down to eat a meal. Then they lifted their eyes and looked, and there was a company of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead with their camels, bearing spices, balm, and myrrh, on their way to carry them down to Egypt. So Judah said to his brothers, what profit is there if we kill our brother and conceal his blood? Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh. And his brothers listened. Then Midianite traders passed by. So the brothers pulled Joseph up and lifted him out of the pit and sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 shekels of silver. And they took Joseph to Egypt. Joshua 1:5. No man shall be able to stand before you all the days of your life, as I was with Moses. So I will be with you. I will not leave you nor forsake you. 1 Samuel 30:1 through 6. Now it happened, when David and his men came to Ziklag on the third day, and the Amalekites had invaded the south, and Ziklag attacked Ziklag and burned it with fire, and had taken captive the women, and those who were there, from small to great. They did not kill anyone, but carried them away and went their way. So David and his men came to the city, and there it was burned with fire, and their wives, their sons, and their daughters had been taken captive. Then David and the people who were with him lifted up their voices and wept, until they had no more power to weep. And David's two wives, Ahinoam and Jezebel, and Abigail, the widow of Nabal the Carmelite, had been taken captive. Now David was greatly distressed, for the people spoke of stoning him, because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for his sons and his daughters. But David strengthened himself in the Lord his God. Lamentations 1:1. How lovely sits the city that was full of people. How like a widow is she, who was great among the nations, the princesses among the provinces, has become a slave. Psalm 38:11. My loved ones and my friends, stand aloft for my plague, and my relatives stand afar off. Jeremiah 4:29. The whole city shall flee from the noise of the horsemen and bowsmen. They shall go into thickets and climb up on the rocks. Every city shall be forsaken, and not a man shall dwell in it. Matthew 27:46. And about the 9th hour, Jesus cried out with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. That is, my God, why have you forsaken me? John 16:32. Indeed, the hour is coming, yes, has now come, that you will be scattered, each to his own, and will leave me alone. And yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me. Psalm 22:1. My God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from helping me, and from the words of my groaning? Acts 18:6. But when they opposed him and blemished, he shook his garments and said to them, Your blood be upon your own heads. I am clean. From now on I will go to the Gentiles. Acts 27:41-44. But striking a place where two seas meet, they ran the ship aground, and the prow stuck fast and remained immovable. But the stern was being broken up by the violence of the waves, and the soldiers' plan was to kill the prisoners, lest any of them should swim away and escape. But the centurions wanted to save Paul, kept them from their purpose, and commanded that those who could swim should jump overboard first and get to land, and the rest come on boards and put on parts of the ship. And so it was that they all escaped safely to land. 2 Timothy 4:16-17. At my first offense, no one stood with me, but all forsake me. May it not be charged against them. But the Lord stood with me and strengthened me, so that the message might be preached fully through me, and that all the Gentiles might hear. Also I was delivered out of the mouth of the lion. What I just finished reading was all about abandoned in the Bible. So if you want to go back in your Bible, these are the Bible verses that I read. Genesis 6:11-13. Genesis 37:23-28. Joshua 1:5. 1 Samuel 30:1-6. Lamentations 1:1. Psalm 38:11. Jeremiah 4:29. Matthew 27:46. John 16:32. Psalm 22:1. Acts 18:6. Acts 27:41-44. and 2 Timothy 4:16 through 17. May God bless you.